ASAP experiment in Rainbow Six Extraction is done what the community has been waiting for. 10 weeks into the game, 10 Maelstrom protocol runs, almost 4 months into the game's release, Doc is finally in the Maelstrom protocol. Uh, Me personally, as someone who's never really been good at the Maelstrom protocol, it hasn't really mattered. But I've always wondered why he wasn't put in there. Most people assumed it was just because he's deemed at times OP for the fact that he really can heal himself, heal the team, and revive from a good distance. And his health is permanent, and the health that he gives is permanent, unlike Finka's health, which is only a temporary boost. So everyone believes that he was just possibly, his abilities were possibly just too powerful. So that was why they always, kept him out of the Maelstrom protocol. But they finally put him in 10 weeks into the game. We're almost at the 4 month mark, and I'm actually very happy about it. Of course, right now the community's a bit weird. There's an influx of new characters, and it seems like a lot of players are currently leaving at the moment, or at least waiting until the next drop of content, which I'm not surprised about. It is a PvE game, and a lot of people really were like coming from Siege, which is a PvP experience. Plus, Siege Siege Year 7 Season 1 just dropped. So of course people are flying back over there trying to, get back into that and enjoy that. And I don't mind it. There's a lot of good games that came out. But Doc is in Maelstrom Protocol. I'm loving it. I believe this might be one of the best weeks as far as clips and things of that nature go. I wouldn't be shocked if players who haven't played in a while come back just to see the Doc, just to play Doc in the Maelstrom Protocol. Of course, the Diamond Runners are going to have their fun time. Me personally, as someone who's never personally hit Diamond, I probably am going to enjoy watching people try to do Diamond runs with Doc. That's going to be fun. I love the HK417, as you know, that is my favorite Doc weapon, because Doc does not get the V308, unlike Rook and Lion.
Not done yet.
But, so you know me, anytime you see Maelstrom Protocol from WA and it has to do with Doc, you're always going to see that HK417, because I just love it. I love the marksman rifles. I love the accuracy that it gives me, because my accuracy does beat Chiefs a lot. But I was thoroughly enjoying using Doc. The alibi that was on my team was a bit assertive with the pings. He was making sure we actually grabbed resources. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was a diamond runner and he was really trying to hit diamond. But things just didn't seem to go to plan. Like we had a smooth beginning. We seemed to have some decent teamwork, but none of us were communicating. Me personally, as someone who doesn't really talk to randoms who aren't personally trying to talk, so there was a lack of communication, which is constantly my problem in the Maelstrom Protocol. I haven't been able to consistently find teammates, as players seem to be coming and going very swiftly. But I am thoroughly enjoying the game. I'm trying to make friends as I go. I'm trying to see if I can get more people to play the game. So as I'm, doing that, I am just enjoying the solo queue, sharpening up my skills. There have even been times when I'm actually talking to players that are a bit newer than myself, and I'm able to give them the tips that the community has given me. And I thoroughly enjoy it. It's actually fun to be someone who's able to pass on the knowledge that's been given to me, even though I am not the most, talented guy as far as the gameplay goes. But I make sure to give the tips. I make sure to suggest the more tip-orientated channels about this. I make sure to give my best opinions. I also make sure to tell people that, my opinions are a bit skewed, since I am a tinkerer. I'm not someone who's gonna go with the meta. I'm someone who's gonna try everything. I'm gonna tinker with everything. I'm gonna challenge the meta, because I just want to see for myself why the meta is the way it is, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the game. I can't wait till the next operators drop, the next mutations, the next Archean variants. It's like there's so much potential to this game. It's gonna be immaculate. I believe everyone is pretty much surefire that Ying and possibly one other are the next operators up. and with the pace that the content has been getting dropped, we are pretty much due for the new operators in the next maybe week or two. So I expect that's what pretty much the community's banking on, is about the next week or two, right around the time that they drop a big event or a big classic event, that they'll drop new operators then. But with the way that Ubisoft is currently rolling, and I believe they just had a bunch of other, DLCs and things for other games come out, they might actually hold it off for a little bit, or at least to space it out so that the Rainbow Six Year 7 Season 1 and the Rainbow Six Extraction Next Crisis event aren't right on top of each other, just so that when one goes into a slump, the other one picks up and things of that nature, and they begin to balance each other out like a Libra scale. But I was thoroughly enjoying this. For the specimen, I decided I was going to deviate a little bit from the team, and I was just going to go straight to the extraction point and pretty much just clear it out. Just because I feel like if I can just clear out the extraction point, my teammates should be able to lead the specimen toward me, and that should be the easiest part. The tormentors, of course, were trying to mess with me. The spikers and everything were trying to mess with me. I made sure to clear it all out, get it out of there quickly. I took a little bit of damage, and I wasn't really worried about it because, again, I was Doc. I was not thoroughly worried about it at all. I could hear that my teammates were close and that the specimen was close. So I decided to, just to see what else I could clear out. I wanted to make sure there was alternate routes in case they weren't going the exact route that I went. I was also making sure to basically just pick off any extra enemies that were just kind of going about. I had extra paralysis grenades, so I made sure to get rid of the binding spores. But I really have just been going crazy. I've really been just enjoying the ups and downs of this game, which is actually odd because I'm not very much used to such a big community sway as far as things go. Like Siege had a steady community, or at least that's what it seemed like as an outsider looking in. I think I didn't actually start playing till like year 2, so it seemed to have a steady, uplift, a steady set of people, uploading, a steady community. So I'm actually shocked that it's such a swing with this game. And I do understand it's a PvE. A lot of people are upset that it's not a Siege, it's not a Division, it wasn't a Splinter Cell, which is, understandable. Every community wants their game to be made. I understand it. Especially when it comes to the Tom Clancy series, since each Tom Clancy series gets about 2-3 years to just kind of sit, and sometimes that's not, that's just not enough for us as addicts of the Tom Clancy series. I saw somebody post on Twitter the other day that they posted a hot take that Rainbow Six Vegas 2 was way better than Siege, and I couldn't disagree because I love Vegas 2. Vegas 2 to me was like my first Rainbow Six game that I was addicted to. I beat the series about 20 times in like one summer. Like me and my brother split screened it. Like to me, I hold Rainbow Six Vegas 2 the way a lot of other people hold GoldenEye. Like to me, like that's the game that started it all for me. Like before Call of Duty. Before Call of Duty, it was literally just Vegas, Rainbow Six Vegas 2, and Army of 2, and those were like, to me, those were like the icons of the shooter series. And then of course I learned about the Call of Duties and the Battlefields and things of that nature. My brother and I were always in GameStop, so of course we played the Medal of Honors and things of that nature. But for me, like Vegas 2 was like, I was already in the games because of Def Jam 5 from New York. But the thing that really got me into shooters was Rainbow Six Vegas 2. And I was a big book nerd, so of course I knew Tom Clancy by name. Like I saw Tom Clancy's name and it clicked immediately. To my brother, it was just another shooter game. To me, it was literally an iconic writer's vision turned to a game. Like to me, that was mind-blowing at the time. As someone who at that time wanted to really be a writer, like to me, I was like, wait a minute, my vision can become a game. Like this really what I wanted to do in my life at the time. I wanted to actually write my books and hopefully get them to the point like they were like Tom Clancy's and they were getting games made. But now I just thoroughly enjoy it. And again, if this is how the swing is with Rainbow Six Extraction, hopefully this is not how the community sways when X Defiant comes out, as I'm currently waiting for that and I really cannot wait. I think they're doing more PC playtests recently, and eventually they're gonna drop, you know, they're gonna move it over to the console test and I'll be able to hop in. But it's been AP Experiment, and I'll catch you in the next one.